YouTube, back to the history shelf. I am your fearless host, Peg. Today we have another indie author spotlight, which I'm so excited about this new series. I've been hearing from a lot of independent authors who are writing historical fiction. And this spotlight, I'm so excited because it coincides with our readathon event for November called World War November, where we focus on getting the community involved in read-alongs on a variety of history titles relating to World War I, historical fiction. Let's see, there's memoir. We've already voted on the community. We're going to be reading A Testament of Youth by Vera Brittain for World War November. And we've had a recent live stream on the event and, voted for the memoir that collectively we will discuss later on, but throughout the month we'll be doing readings. And I presented a bunch of historical fiction titles on that. Now, I held back on presenting this one just because it's a new book, it's a new independent author, and I haven't read it yet. Oh, I haven't read some of the others that I mentioned too, but I plan on reading this book for November. It is historical fiction, and the author is he's already working on the second novel, I think I don't know if it's a trilogy. I think it's a series. I know it's a series because he's already working on book 2. But so our independent author spotlight today is for Patrick Kirk and his book Mud and Misery. And the subtitle of this historical fiction novel is Tom Dickerson, that's his character, Tom Dickerson and the Battle of Cantigny. Cantigny, I'm horrible with French pronunciations. Cantigny, France, 1917, and this is book 1. And Patrick was wonderful enough to send me a little sample of his novella around his new character, Tom Dickerson. I got a little sample. And also, up to the first chapter, the whole first chapter, or most of it, for book 2, White Lightning. So I've got a little sneak peek. So I'm really excited to introduce Patrick Kirk's Mud and Misery. The book is available on Amazon. You can also order directly from his website. I think he has paperback options as well. And cute little bookmarks. I noticed he's got some bookmarks that are hand-drawn artistic, like line drawings of American and a German soldier. So I think I might buy a couple of those. But so I'm really excited. So what is Mud and Misery about? Let me read to you a description, because there's nothing on the back of this book, so I'm going to just read from the description that's on Amazon while I hold it up, because that's what we do on this channel. And I'm right-handed, so let me get back to my mouse. There we go. So the year is 1917. Europe is embroiled in mortal combat. Nationalism, militarism, and the tar pit of mutual defense agreements has made the Western Front a desolate wasteland. American forces are in France, and General Pershing, America's commanding general, is faced with increasing pressure to deploy troops to the front in support of the French and British planned offensive. With the barbaric horror of war all around him, the newest corporal in the United States 1st Infantry Division, Tom Dickerson, is pushed into the pandemonium of war. At 22 years old, Dickerson never thought he'd find himself standing in a dirt trench with the fight of his life across the unforgiving and barren wasteland of no man's land. Unprepared for his new rank, role, and savagery of war, Dickerson is compelled by the hand of fate and forced by destruction to deal with death and adversity. Tom Dickerson is thrusted into the brutal battle for the small town of Cantigny in the First World War, while a ruthless German raider, Hans Weber, battles his own countrymen to stop the Americans. The two are destined to meet in the mud and misery of France. All right. So that is the novel I'll be reading along with a bunch of other World War I themed studies. In fact, I recently picked up, well, I don't want to take the focus off of Patrick, but I did pick up a memoir that wasn't voted on for the memoir to read, but I'm excited to. I'll be reading Undertones of War by Edmund Blunden. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of offer this up to everyone who's reading along or joining us for World War November, discussing World War I. that this is another option for you, and especially if you like, if you really enjoy checking out new authors, new writers. um, I think this is, I'm fairly certain this is going to be something I'm gonna like. I've already started reading the first chapter, and you can tell right away, if a writer knows how to write. How else to put it? There's just a sense of pacing and there's a sense of description. Uh, yeah, and Patrick gets it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to continue on this journey in Mud and Misery throughout November, and I will follow up sometime in December with a video review. I might also even tease you a little bit of what I'm learning from book two. Book two will be called White Lightning. Tom Dickerson in the Battle of Soissons, France, 1917. Um, can't wait. So what I understand from Patrick, he's a veteran. He was in the army. He got his army commission, and he followed in the footsteps of his father. And now he's just living the dream of, writing novels and writing historical fiction. So just really excited. Please check out his homepage. It's very beautiful. I'm looking at it right now. And this is his literary debut. Let's see, and then I'll read a little bit more from his website. He says he's an upcoming military. He doesn't say this, but the website says he is an upcoming military historical fiction author, using his own expertise from over 2 decades of active military service. Patrick spent 22 years on active duty as an armor officer in the U.S. Army. He is a veteran of the 9/11 terrorist attack on the Pentagon and Middle Eastern conflicts. Yep, Patrick, he's a proud veteran, author, and a Texan. And he lives in the Texas Hill Country with his wife, children, grandchildren, and beloved dog, Winston. Isn't that nice? That's great. Fantastic. I'm so excited for Patrick. Um, I've always just been so happy to see writers just achieve their dreams of writing a book. I wanted to write fiction too, and I tried 15 years ago, and I just realized, because I love history so much. I'm like, I'm not good at making things up, because to me the history is even more, um, you know uh, compelling. However, who knows, maybe someday I'll actually do historical fiction, because that might be the most, the most precise way to marry the two. My love of facts and history, uh, with fiction, and just getting inside of a person's journey. So, anyway, oh, and yeah, I'm from one proud vet to another, uh, Patrick. I am Air Force. um, but I'm so happy to read a book by another veteran, and just to put it out there. So let me know what you think. If you might be intrigued by this new author and this title. But stay tuned. I will be. I might even include this in one of my reading sprints. I think we're going to have a reading sprint for the readathon. Oh, in a week. I think on the 11th, but we'll get back to you on that. So I will be reading this throughout the month of November, and I will follow up with a video review on this channel in December sometime. So happy to introduce Patrick Kirk to the pantheon of my indie author spotlights, and we've discussed, even maybe after I've read a couple of these books, having an interview, having him on the channel. I would love to do that. And so let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting independent authors. It's always good to hear new voices out there, for sure. So until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, BookTube. Bye.